सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री शाखान्वितांश नमामि विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिते नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा Hare Krishna. So welcome all of you for today's. So we are in which chapter now?
Prabhuji, 16. Pauganada finished, Prabhu.
No,
Prabhuji,
Prabhu, actually 15. Not
15,
much.
not to continue. Oh,
Yeah,
not
15.
continue.
15. Yeah.
Prabhuji, before that, please permit us to welcome you. Shivana Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. On behalf of all assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, we would like to welcome you, Prabhu, for this wonderful session of Chaitanya Charitamrta. We are today starting a new chapter. So let us all enthusiastically welcome Prabhu by chanting Hare Krishna mantra 3 times. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna. So last time Toshan Prabhu gave na class, I think.
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu discussed from I think 2 to 3, 4, 5 verses. He discussed Prabhuji, 15th chapter.
Acha. 15th chapter. So all of you got Mahaprasad of Mayapur.
Haribol, Prabhu. Yes, yesterday in the satsang, Prabhuji distributed. Thank you, Arvish Prabhu.
Oh.
Thank you, Prabhuji. You are very suspicious that I will finish off the book. But actually, it was so good. Maybe 20% of it, me and my daughter, we finished, Prabhuji. So I should have.
Oh, I'm happy that Mahaprasad reached there.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Right.
So in return, you have to pray for me.
Always, Prabhuji.
I can get devotion like you all.
You should pray for us, Prabhuji.
You are staying in Kanaya Desh, always thinking of Kanaya.
Jai.
I am hardly thinking of Krishna. I am thinking of so many other things. So nice. So it was very nice yatra. Mayapur and other places we went. Almost like 100 devotees we had done. We did Nepal, we went, and then Jharkhand, and then Gaya, and Bihar, and then Mayapur. Next year, we are planning to go Bangladesh, where we'll be visiting. Gaur Mandal is in part of it is in Bangladesh also, yeah? Where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's father, Jagannath Mishra, and their birthplace, and all this Chittagaon, and there are some places where Haridas Thakur's birthplace, and all they are now in Bangladesh. So we are planning next year to have a Bangladesh yatra. So you have been in Bangladesh yatra, all of you?
No, Prabhuji.
No.
No. So it's nice. But Vedvyas plays Swami Maharaj. Every year we go somewhere, adventurous, along with his disciples. Anyway, so we are. Maharaj comes there, Middle East.
No, Prabhu, no. No,
Huh?
no.
Sure. Yeah. So we are in chapter 15th, chapter entitled the Lord's Pauganada Lila. So we have 16th, 17th Adi Lila. So Pauganada is what age to what age?
5 to 10.
5 to 10. Pauganda. And before that is Komar. Komar Lila, Pauganda Lila, and
Kaishore.
then
Kaishore.
Kaishore Lila, and then Yavan Lila. Yavan Lila is youthful pastimes. So, yeah. So our Chaitanya trees will be ready next Saturday. Amal Arjun Prabhu is saying. The next Saturday we'll be waiting for that.
Yes, Prabhuji, yes, definitely. Now we have printed all the names. We have started sticking. So
Okay.
it is really a very, very thank you for giving us the opportunity, Prabhuji. It's a very nice effort. It's a nice service, but it's a very tedious effort, Prabhuji. Very, very tedious. And now Manoharini, she wants to make it even more attractive. She asked me to buy some new paint. She is giving
Acha.
some light yellow paint, and afternoon fully I was sleeping and she was doing the painting.
Jai. So you will get
So,
mercy of Lord Chaitanya.
yes, hopefully, Prabhuji. All of us get, Prabhuji.
You'll be the part of the tree. You will get
And
some.
yesterday we had JSD class in my house, and the
Ah,
devotees had come home, and they were also curious to know what was that, and they were also very appreciative of this whole concept of this tree and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the trunk, the branches, the leaves, everything. So
so
they had
actually
got-
we can, when we have soft copy, we can send to all. It will be so useful for everybody to remember the Chaitanya tree in short.
certainly, Prabhuji. Certainly. We are
All
hoping.
those previous 10, 12 chapters in one map.
Yes, Prabhuji, it's a very beautiful effort, Prabhuji. Beautiful service. Really wonderful.
Good. So
Hare
like
Krishna.
this homework I will be giving to each and everyone. Those who are ready, they only should attend the class.
Jai.
Very good.
Very well.
I want to make you all Chaitanya conscious. Okay, so I offer my 1.15.1. We'll recite some verses. Okay, this is one question. I offer my respect to Lord Chaitanya because simply by offering a flower at his lotus feet, even the most ardent materialist becomes a devotee. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. You can repeat.
Jaya Jaya Shri
Jai Sri
Jai Shri
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda,
Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya
Jai
Dvaita
Advaita Chandra, Jaya
Gaura Bhakta
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda,
Vrinda.
Pauganda Lila Sutra Kariye Gana.
Pauganada Lila. Which was
You have to unmute and everybody should say.
the screen is not changed, so we are not able to.
You can in your mobile or like you can say. This is 115.3, not 16. 115. As I will read it. Pauganda Vayase Prabhura Mukhya Adhyayam. So here he is saying, let me now enumerate the activities of the Lord between the age of 5 and 10. His chief occupation during this period was to engage himself in study. So now Nima is doing studies. So this Pauganda is so very beautiful because Nimai in his studies is so intelligent and he gathers knowledge so fast and he would argue with his seniors and his juniors and the teachers. Nobody could stand in front of Nimai. That kind of, he had that intelligence and he would grasp only once he would hear. He became such a great scholar that big people would run away from there. Nimai. He was so naughty. Such a small boy, but he was so expert in grammar. Jaramba Mukhapani Grahanata Manohara. So Pauganada Chaitanya. Pauganada Chaitanya Krishna Syati Suvistra Vidyarambha Mukhapani Grahananta Manohara. The pastime of the Lord during his Pauganda age were very extensive. His education was his chief occupation, and after that, his very beautiful marriage took place. So, Pauganda Lila, his marriage also happened. At a young age, he got married. 5th verse. Gangadas Panditastane Padena Vyakaran.
Gangadasa Panditastane Padhena Vyakarana.
Zoom little bit so that everybody can see. Shravanam Matre Kanthe Kaila Sutra Vrittigan.
Shravana Matre Kande Kaila Sutra Vrittigana.
When the Lord was studying grammar at the place of Gangadas Pandit, he would immediately learn grammatical rules and definition by heart simply by hearing them once. I was going to listen by name. Another teacher, Sudarshan. Not many later, he was under the care of Gangadas Pandit. Any serious about first learn grammar? What is teacher's name? Teacher name? Sudarshan. Vishnu and Sudarshan. Acha. First Vishnu and Sudarshan. They taught Nimai in the childhood. And then when he was grown up little bit, then Gangadas Pandit taught him. So you have been to that place, Vidyanagar in Mayapur? You visited? Vidyanagar. Vidyanagar. That is the place where that pen tree is there, pen, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai put his pen inside the ground and a tree came from there. I don't know whether you visited. That was the place where he would go for learning, Vidyanagar. Which dweep it is there, I don't know. But it is in one of the 9 islands, Vidyanagar. That was the place of Gangadas Pandit. And that was the place of also Vidya Vachaspati. There was Vidya Vachaspati would stay. Vidya Vachaspati is whose brother? Vidya Vachaspati is
Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's.
Bhattacharya, yes. His place is also nearby there only. And Gangadas Pandit was teaching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nimai and others in that place, Vidyanagar. Nice, beautiful place is there. Alpakale Haila Panji Tikate Praveen.
Alpakale Haila Panji Tikata Pravina.
Chirakale Ra Paduya Jine Hayya Naveen.
Chirakalera Paduya Jine Hayya Naveen.
He soon became so expert in commenting on the Panjitika that he could win victory over all other students, although he was a neophyte. Commentary on grammar called Panjitika. That was later explained by Lila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Acha. See, in the purport, what is it? Bhaktivinoda Thakur says there was commentary on grammar name Panjitika that was later explained very loosely by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You know, Mahaprabhu also wrote one book on grammar. I think this was on this Panjitika only. So this is a commentary on Panjitika, means called Panjitika. So this grammar of Sanskrit is written by whom? Who is author? Grammar Sutras?
Panini Maharshi. Panini.
Yeah, Panini. So Panini wrote 4,000 sutras. He was very great scholar, Panini. He worshipped Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva gave him the 14 sutras by his damru. Dum 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 dum. 14 times Lord Shiva played the damru. And from them the voice came. They are very coded words. 14 sounds came. And then from that 14 he made 4,000 sutras. So Panini was like the greatest scholar. And grammar is so tough, so tough. in our temple, they had hired one teacher and he was teaching us for some time. But most of them drop out from there. Sanskrit classes. Because the grammar is so tough. It's very, very tough. Sanskrit grammar. Very few could continue with that Sanskrit. So the kind of Sanskrit grammar, no other language grammar is so tough like that. 4,000 sutra, and there is Ashtadhyayi. So Mahaprabhu Nimai, he childhood only, when he was just 5 years old, he started learning so fast this grammar. So nobody could compete with him in the Sanskrit grammar. And then here it is said that he also wrote a book on this Panjitika. Later he threw that book in the river, you know? Why he threw?
Everything by heart, no need of book.
Huh?
No, everything by heart and no need of book.
No, he wrote himself one book, author. He authored one book on Sanskrit.
I see.
Mahaprabhu wrote only one book. That also he threw. Why?
Prabhuji, I don't remember the other devotee's name, but he was crying, right? That who will read my book? I also wrote one book on, but I don't remember. And then Mahaprabhu threw it in the Ganges.
Yeah, means he was his classmate, Nimai's classmate. So he also wrote on the same subject a book. And then he said, I also written. He said, I also written. Then he started crying because Nimai was such a great scholar that he has written book. Then he said, who will read my book? My book will be the waste because everybody will read your book only. What is the use? He started crying. Then Nimai said, oh, if because of my book, your book nobody will read and you are feeling distressed, then I throw my book. And he threw that book in the Ganges. So see, Mahaprabhu in his whole life wrote one book, that also he threw away. And nothing he wrote then later. He only wrote Shikshashtakam later. Anyway, so Adhyayana Lila Prabhura Dasa Vrindavan.
Adhyayana Lila Prabhura Vasudhavana
Chaitanya Mangale Kaila Vistari Varnan.
Chaitanya
Mangale Kaila Vistari Varnan.
In his book Chaitanya Mangal, which became Chaitanya Bhagavad, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur has very elaborately described the Lord's pastimes of study. So, as we know that Chaitanya Bhagavad, it is also divided in Adi Khanda, Madhya Khanda and Anta Khanda. Right? Who had done the research? Our Prabhu, I think.
Anantam Gopal.
Anantam Gopal Prabhu. Anantam Gopal Prabhu is there?
Yes, Prabhu.
So yeah, so how Adi Khanda is from childhood to birth to till when? Adi Khanda of Chaitanya Bhagavad is from birth to the point where he gets initiation from Ishwarpuri, right? Gaya. So that is Adi. And Madhya is from that time till the time he took sannyas. That is Madhya Khanda. Means he got initiation, then he became mad for Krishna. And then in grammar and everything, he would just say Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. The root of everything is Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Like that, from that time till the sannyas, like 24, that is Madhya Khanda. And from sannyas to end is Antya Khanda. Right? But Chaitanya Charitamrta is a little different. Anyways, so he's saying that Adi Lila is more described in Chaitanya Bhagavad more. And Chaitanya Charitamrta describes sannyas pastimes more, Anta Lila. It's like that. Okay, 8. Ek dina matar pade kariya pranam.
Ekadina matra pade kariya pranam.
Prabhu kahe mata more deha ekdan.
Prabhu kahe Mahamore
So Nimai fell at the feet of his mother and asked her, please give me one thing in charity. What charity he will ask now? Mata bale tai diba ya tumi magibe.
Mata
Bele
Bele
Bhai
Diva
Bhai
प्रभु कहे एकादशी ते अन्न ना खाइबे.
Ram
So his mother replied, yes, what you want? Please ask. Nimai so looked beautiful, so nice. The mother said, yes, Nimai, please tell. Then Nimai said, my dear mother, please do not eat grains on Ekadashi. From the very beginning of childhood, Mahaprabhu introduced the system of observing fasting. In Bhakti Sandarbha, Jiva Swami, there is quotation from Chandra admitting that a person who eats grains who is a murderer of his mother, father, brother, and even if he is elevated to Vaikuntha, falls down. Because everything is cooked for Vishnu, including regular and dahi, but it is enjoined that a Vaishnava should not even take the Vishnu Prasad. Vaishnava does not accept any, but on Ekadashi, although such prasad may be kept for being eaten the next day, it is still for not to accept any kind of grains. So Ekadashi, she was not following. So Nimai said, please mother, from today you please fast or don't take grains on Ekadashi. Right? So Nimai introduced this system, and Prabhupada also wants that we should fast on Ekadashi, but in ISKCON, Ekadashi is no Ekadashi. Why, you know?
Feasting.
Ekadasi Prasad.
Ekadashi, like a feast, big feast, 15 items. So,
except grains.
Except grains. So, in Marathi, they say Ekadashi Duppat Khashi. Means on Ekadashi, you eat twice the normal. So, actually, Upavas. Do you know what is the meaning of Upavas?
Sit with, stay with.
Closer.
Ah.
To be
Go
closer.
near.
To go
Remain
close.
close.
Upa means to be near, and Vas
Yeah.
means to reside. So going near to him.
Go near, stay
To the
near.
Lord.
without
Yes.
taking.
But we, instead of going near to the Lord, we go near to the feast. And we...
Ekadasi Puri, Prabhuji. In Ujjain is very nice.
Oh, really? So, Upavas meaning should be going near to the Lord. But we go near to the kitchen. And we sit and do vas there in the kitchen. So many items they prepare.
Prabhuji, Prasadam represents Lord only.
Lord. Chanting also represents Lord only. Why don't we chant more? So Ekadashi means we have to chant more, we have to hear more, read more, and take less prasad. That is Ekadashi. Means minimize the bodily requirement, right? But no problem. We can take prasad also. But after prasad, we should not go to sleep. So we should chant more on Ekadashi. So A, B, C, D, E. You know what is A? A for
Association.
B for
Association.
Book reading.
book. C for
Chanting.
D for
Diet,
Devotional
deity
diet.
worship, devotional service.
E for
Engagement.
Enthusiasm.
Ekadashi.
Ekadasi.
Follow Ekadashi. See, that is Nimai's wish. He told his mother, you please follow Ekadashi.
F also is there somewhere, I heard, but I forgot.
Huh?
F also there is something, but I forgot.
F.
F for feasting.
अच्छा एकादशी होने के बाद तुरंत feasting next day.
Then feasting.
हो गया ना D for diet, then again feasting. So much. Okay.
F for first class feasting.
कच्ची कहे ना कहीं भल एक कहिला.
सच्ची कहे ना कहिला.
ते है एकादशी करीते लागिला. So now she said, you have spoken very nicely, I shall not eat grains on Ekadashi. From that day, she began to observe fasting. It is prejudice among smart Brahmana that a widow must observe fasting on Ekadashi, but a woman who has her husband should not. It appears that before the Rigveda was not observing Ekadashi because her being Sadhva, which means her husband was living. She then however introduced the system that a woman, even if not Vidwa, must observe Ekadashi day and must not touch any grains, even those offered. Oh, that time the system was those who are Sadhva, means whose husband is alive, those women will not do fasting. And those who are Vidva only would do Ekadashi Vrat. But Mahaprabhu introduced this system that everybody should follow this. So that is very important, irrespective of whether it's Sadhva or Vidva. Tape Mishra Vishwarupera Dekhiya Yavana.
Tape Mishra
Chahi Vivah Dite Karilena Mana.
Kanya chahi vivaha karile mana.
So now Vishwarup has become young. No? Vishwarup is elder brother. Now what parents think? If he should stay at home, if a son should be responsible, then what they think? What they should do?
Marry.
They
should get married.
Get him married so that he will become responsible and he will become attached to home, family, and money. So they thought of getting him married. That is the Indian system. Immediately a boy becomes young, they put the thought of marriage immediately. So the boy should not think of anything else. But it is the mercy of all the great sadhus and brahmacharis that they came to our college and introduced this brahmacharya before only. Before our parents putting the thought of marriage. That was nice. So Radhesham Prabhu and the brahmacharis, they came to the college and in 2002. And then seeing that so many brahmacharis are there and this option is also there, staying brahmachari, and so many brahmacharis are there in the temple, full-time serving, So it was really something revolutionary. ऐसा भी हो सकता है क्या?
Which college, Prabhuji?
I was in MIT.
MIT. Okay.
In Pune.
Yeah.
So Radhesham had come in 2002. So that time we were in first year. It was very nice seeing so many sadhus and brahmacharis in Kali Yuga also. So everybody in our base joined almost. Brahmachari ashram. So generally that's what parents think. Marriage karenge to, then he will be responsible. He will not leave home. Vishwarupa suni ghara chadi palaila.
Vishwarupa suni ghara chadi palaila.
Satya tirtha karibare gela.
Sanyasa karibare gela.
Vishwarup immediately left home, hearing this, and went away to accept sannyas and travel from one place of pilgrimage to another. When he heard that they are searching a girl for me, immediately he left home. He didn't want to marry at all.
He don't want to marry.
He wanted to stay brahmachari, but they wanted to get him married. So he thought then the best way is run away. Bhag jao. So even Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, when he came to know that his parents are, planning to get him married, especially mother was thinking. So that time then he stopped his studies only. Because he was such a great scholar, like Nimai, something like Nimai, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur also was at the age of 7, he knew all Bhagavad Gita by heart and was such a great Sanskrit scholar and a great Jyotishi, great mathematician, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, that he was offered that chair in Calcutta University, what chair was something, Vice Chancellor or something, like that only, honorary degree. So he was getting so many invitations and he was like such a great scholar, such a powerful personality. But he thought, if I become so qualified, then what will be the problem?
Pride.
They'll get him married.
Bride. He will become bride. He will have bride. Pride
He'll
was not the
become
problem.
eligible bachelor, Prabhuji.
Huh?
He'll become eligible bachelor for marriage.
Yeah, he will become eligible because he is so qualified and so many people will offer their girls. So he immediately rejected his studies. He left the school only, college only. And he said, I just want to read Bhaktivinoda Thakur, his father's books. Like that. So he was like that. Vishwarup also, when he came to know, he immediately left home because he didn't want to do anything else. He just wanted to go to Advaita Acharya's house and hear Krishna Katha. That's all, and nothing else. But now our parents are in anxiety. Now, Shuni Sachi Mishrera Dukhi Hai. Suni Sachi Mishrera Dukhi Haila Mana.
Suji
Suni
Sachi
Sachi
Mishrera
Mishrera
Dukhi
Dukhi
Kailamana.
Kabe Prabhu Mata Pitar Kaila Ashwasana.
Tabe
Prabhu
Prabhu
Mata
Mata
Pitara Kaila
Kaile
Asana.
Ashwasana.
When they heard that our son left, they were so unhappy. But then Nimai said, you don't worry, I am there. I will be always here and I will take care of you. But they were feeling our elder son went away and they were feeling so much unhappy. So parents feel unhappy even one son becomes brahmachari. So one devotee, when he joined brahmachari ashram, his parents came to the temple and they said, how can you take our son in temple? You have taken our son. What will happen to us? We want him to get married. Then the temple president asked the parents, how many sons you have? This happened in the western country somewhere other. So they said, we have 15 sons, 15 children. And he is the 16th. They said, oh, then you have 15 sons, get them married, they will be there with you. Why you want him also? They said, no, we want all 16 sons to get married. अरे एक को तो छोड़ो at least. Do you feel if parents have 20 children, that one goes to ISKCON, will they be happy?
Good parents will be happy.
Good. But the normal parents will say, no, all 20 should get married. अरे एक को तो छोड़ो. No, he should also get married. So my parents were also forcing to get married. But when they saw that my other two brothers, they got married and they were not taking care of my parents. After getting married, they immediately changed only. And they are happy that, okay, now they don't say that you also get married. Because they saw what happens after marriage. All the other two brothers, they actually rejected parents only. Almost they hardly take care. So our parents' dream was how all the sons should get married and we will have such a nice family. Everybody will be together and the daughter-in-law, she will serve us so nicely and everything. They have so many nice dreams. But what happens actually? Exactly opposite. The daughter-in-law, when she comes, what happens between Saas and Bahu? Normally,
Yuddha.
they are very nicely staying together, friendly. Saas, Bahu, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law. The son gets sandwiched between. So all of you know more. I have only seen my brothers sometimes how they turn their nature 180-degree only after marriage. So my parents are now happy that okay, you at least don't worry, you don't get married. Anyway, but parents want, they have desire. They don't understand what will happen later. But Lord Chaitanya tried to console. Chaitanya Nimai said, don't worry, I will get married, I will take care of you. Don't worry. Vishwarup has gone, but I am there. So, seeing the face, my dear mother and father, Nimai said, it is very good that Vishwarupa accepts sannyas order. For thus he has delivered both his family, father's family and mother's family. That's it. Shastra it is said, nevertheless, we see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself accepts sannyas. It is clearly said that therefore should not. No, it is recommended one accepts sannyas to dedicate his life for the service of the Lord, and everyone must take the kind of sannyas forever. By accepting such sannyas, one renders the best service to his both, but one should not accept the sannyas out of Mayavadi school, which has practically no meaning. See, Prabhupada is saying sannyas is rejected in Kali Yuga, the 5 things, Ashwamedha, Gavalambam. So then why Lord Chaitanya took sannyas? Why his brother took sannyas? So what kind of sannyas is not allowed is Mayavad sannyas. These people, they take karma sannyas only. Just they go to Himalaya and do nothing. But the sannyas which in ISKCON they accept, that is for the service of the society. But actually that is not sannyas. Because one stays in the society and helps the society to elevate it. But what sannyas is not allowed is karma sannyas. That is leaving everything and going to the forest and going to the Himalayas. That is called karma sannyas. So that is not allowed. So Mahaprabhu himself took sannyas, his brother took sannyas, and Mahaprabhu approved for sannyas. Although in Kali Yuga sannyas is not allowed, but which kind of sannyas is not allowed?
Karma sannyas.
Karma sannyas or Mayavadi sannyas. They leave everything. They don't do karma only. They just go and they just sit silent and do nothing. That kind of sannyas is bogus, not allowed. Stay in the society and serve the society and elevate their consciousness. That sannyas is good. Amita kariba toma duhara sevan.
Amita
kariba toma tumhara sevana.
Duniya santushta haila pita mata raman.
Suniya
Santushta haila pita mata ramana.
Nimai's assurance to his parents, he would serve them. Thus his father and mother were satisfied. But his father got a shock that my son went away, my son went away, my son went away. Naturally, father will feel great unhappiness. So because of that, I think ahead he leaves the body. So we'll go a little fast. We have PPT also of this.
Yes, bro. We have PPT, bro. Yes, yes.
Just check in the PPT what is there.
Yeah.
One day, assured his parents that he would serve them. Ate betel nuts offered to it. Thus they acted and he fell on ground unconscious. Nimai once what he did? He ate some betel nuts which are offered to the deity. Betel nut, you know? What is it called in Hindi?
Supari.
Supari. Supari Bhagwan ne le li Nimai ne, which is offered to the Lord. And then he fainted. So Prabhupada is saying, Nimai, Mahaprabhu is saying, a devotee should not eat betel nuts. It is considered as intoxicant. So we should not take betel nuts or pan. There they offer in Kanaidesh pan to the Lord in the afternoon.
No, Prabhu, we don't have.
Yeah.
We don't get those things here.
In Prabhu, in Nadwa temple, they offer this to the Lord, no? Betel nut and pan.
Yeah,
they
here
are not.
Pune also they offer.
Then what they will do with that prasadam, Prabhu?
They give to outside person, somebody from outside.
Even pan also not allowed, Prabhu. Pan.
Pan, no. Pan has betel nut in that.
No, pan
Actually,
leaf.
That leaf is offered with betel nut and chuna. Some people, karmi people, they take chuna also with that.
Yeah. So it has betel nut, it has chuna, and some intoxicants kind of things are there. And that pan itself is also considered intoxicant. So,
Some
so
spices there.
yeah, so we don't take. That is prepared and that is given to the Lord at the end of his lunch. After lunch in the afternoon, they offer here in temple, Pune temple. But then that is given to outside somebody, they take regularly that. And because they anyway eat, so they are given that. But devotees don't take. Fun. Anyway, okay, you go ahead in the slides.
Four slides under there. Four. One, Lord's education. Two, sannyas. And then three, Lord's marriage. Then four. No, three slides only there.
Lord's marriage. Wait, go behind. Vishwarup took, After some days, Jagannath Mishra passed away. Later, Lord decided to marry duty to act as a grahastha. Chaitanya married Lakshmi, daughter of Vallabhacharya. This marriage is described elaborately in Chaitanya Bhagavat. Daughter of Vallabhacharya, Lakshmi. What was the age of Mahaprabhu is not given. Marriage age. This happened in Pauganada, means he is 10 years. At the age of 10, Nimai got first marriage. So that is the end of his Pauganada Lila. So in the Vishwarup, in the 18th verse, Lord is previous slide go before this. What else is there?
LC.
No, previous to the Vishwarup Sannyas, hearing of the marriage. Vishwarup gave from unconscious by eating betel nut, required by acceptance. And I told him that I will harm. So Nimai is saying that, oh, yesterday night, Vishwarup came to my dream and he took me away and he's saying that you also accept sannyas. I said to him, no, 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 no. I have helpless mother, father. How can I accept sannyas? Now you have gone, then how I can take sannyas? मुझे क्या sannyas का पता है? What I know about sannyas? You have taken, I cannot take. I have to take care of my mother and father. So I told him that I will become a householder and I will serve my parents. For this action will very much satisfy Lord Narayan and his wife. And this way Lord Narayan will be very happy. Lord Narayan and his wife, Lakshmi. Then Vishwarup returned me home and requested, offer thousands and thousands of obeisances unto my mother Sati Devi. Then Vishwarup told me that please offer obeisances to my mother Sachi Devi. I remember her so much. So that Sachi Devi also will be pacified. So this Nimai is telling to his parents that Vishwarup came to my dream. In this way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed various pastimes, but why he did so, I cannot understand. Now, here Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying that Mahaprabhu did some things which were not understandable. Some things why, although he said that I will not accept sannyas, he still accepted sannyas. And what was the reason he gave to the devotees when he went for South India tour? To devotees, they said, we will also come with you. What he said?
He wanted to search for his brother.
I'm going to search for my brother, Baba. Vishwarup, where he has gone. So if it is a family matter, then they would say, okay, then you only go. So he said, it is my personal family matter, Baba. I have to search my brother. So let me go alone. But was it that reason?
No.
So that
no
time, so that is chal. Mahaprabhu did chal, it is said, written. I did chal because he wanted to go to South India and deliver the people of South India. But if so many would come with him, he wouldn't be able to do his work. So he said, I am going to search my brother. But that time his brother already has gone back home.
Left the body. Yes.
Yeah. What was his name? Sannyas name?
Shankararanya.
Shankararanya. And I think in Pandharpur he left, no?
Yes, Pandharpur, Maharashtra.
So this Vishwarup, he took sannyas and see, then what happened? After some days, Jagannath Mishra passed away from this world to transmit, and both mother and son were very much aggrieved in their hearts. Can you imagine now? Because Jagannath Mishra, he felt such great separation from his son that he has gone, that he couldn't live. And he also left the body. Now who is remaining? Now Nimai and Sachimata. Can you imagine now the condition of Sachimata is so helpless? Son is gone, husband is gone. Now only one son is there, Nimai. And now when Nimai gets married, first Lakshmi Priya actually lives, and then Vishnu Priya. And now when he is 24, now which son will live? Mother who is helpless, who doesn't have husband. Elder son has left. And now wife is there and mother is there. Both are helpless. Still Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas. Can you imagine? Why he took sannyas? The conditions were not so favorable. Their mother is helpless and wife is alone, young, and he is leaving home for only one reason and only one reason, for all of us.
Yes, saving mankind.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Padita Pavan.
Yeah, Patita Pavan. If he wouldn't have taken sannyas, we wouldn't be here.
Definitely,
So,
100%.
yeah, so
We
he
won't be
left
discussing.
mother.
We won't be
So,
discussing.
yeah,
Most beneficent.
yes. So if you just try to imagine the situation, that who will leave the helpless mother? Anybody would say, no, I will stay. My mother is helpless. And wife is still so young. But Mahaprabhu left nothing. So many people are there. I want to actually give myself to them. Similarly, Prabhupada also left. So when he asked his wife, Radharani Datta, her name was, whether you want tea or me, what she said?
Tea.
Tea. And Tamal Krishna Maharaj says later, thank God she asked tea. If she would have asked you, Prabhupada, we wouldn't be here. So we are grateful to your wife. Just imagine if she would have said, no, I want you. Then
Radharani is always merciful, Prabhuji, even in her name.
Any form.
Form, this time it is form over substance.
no, this his father had predicted, Gaur Mohan Day. He said when he was marriageable age, Prabhupada or Abhay Charan, so that time his father Gaur Mohan Day had fixed this girl, that you get married. But Prabhupada said, no, she is not so beautiful. I want to marry another one, which he had searched. So he was very much bent upon that. I want to marry that only, not this. Her father had fixed this. So what Gaur Mohan Day told to Abhay?
You will get detachment very easily. So if
Yes.
you marry.
Yeah. So he said that, see, it's good that you get married to her only, because at the right time, she will give you detachment. It will be easy for you to leave because you don't like her so much. She is not so beautiful. And that another girl is beautiful. If you get married to her, then you will not be able to leave house. Then that clicked to Abhay. Oh, yeah, this is quite logical. And then he agreed. So Chanakya Pandit also say, a beautiful wife is actually enemy because you cannot leave the house. So here, I did not take sannyas and since I am remaining at home. So his Lord said that I will not leave Baba. But then Jagannath Mishra, he left body. And then Nimai, when he was coming home from his school, he accidentally saw the daughter of Vallabhacharya on the way to the Ganges. And then he saw her, she saw him. And when the Lord and Lakshmi Devi met, their relationship awakened, having already been settled. And coincidentally, the marriage maker Vanmali came to see Sachimata. There would be in villages matchmakers, na? You have seen?
Yes.
Vanmali Ghatak. So they know that the girl is of marriageable age and this boy is of marriageable age, and their nature also matches, and then he only suggests, and they are quite matured people. And generally the boy and the girl, they would agree to whatever parents arrange marriage.
Matchmaker.
Nowadays, matchmaker, na? Marriage maker.
Yeah, matchmaker. Matchmaker, yeah.
He was formerly Vishwamitra, it is said, who negotiated the marriage of Lord Ramchandra, and later he was the Brahmana who negotiated the marriage of Krishna and with Rukmini. That same Brahmana acted as matchmaker. Oh, see, this Brahmana, what is his name, Vanmali Ghatak, he arranged marriage of Nimai and Lakshmi Devi. In Treta Yuga, he was Vishwamitra, who negotiated between Lord Ram and Sita. And this in Krishna Lila, who was he?
Messenger Brahmana.
That Brahmana messenger. Oh, amazing, huh? He has fixed service of matchmaker of Lord and the consort. Amazing. Very nice service, na? So this Vanmali Ghatak, he came to Sachimata. Following the indication of Sachimata, Vanmali Ghatak arranged the marriage, and thus in due course the Lord married Lakshmi Devi. So everything was fixed. Vrindavan Thakur has elaborately described all these pastimes of Lord's early age. What I have given is but a condensed presentation. Very nice, actually. Bhagavad gives elaborate marriage. I think who was he? Buddhiband Khan, who sponsors the whole marriage?
Yes, Prabhuji.
He actually
Financial
gives
sponsor.
Huh?
Who sponsored the expenditures. Yes.
Yes, he said it should not be a normal marriage, ordinary marriage. It should be full pomp and everything. And he spends, and so many days the marriage goes on. So for many days. The marriage generally, previously they would be for many days, right? But a single hint of this pastime from Chaitanya Mangal has now described all vividly. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Raghunath, always desiring the mercy of Krishna. Okay. Jai. So here, the Pauganada Lila ends with the marriage. It starts from the Hate Khadi. Hate Khadi means Nimai starts writing, going to the school. That is 5. And then from there to Nimai's marriage, first marriage, Lakshmi Priya. That is the end of Pauganada Lila. Pauganada Lila starts from Hate Khadi, ends with the marriage. So Komar Lila, Pauganada Lila, and then afterwards we'll start the Kaishor Lila. In Kaishor Lila, mainly his scholarship is seen. How he is so scholar and how he would defeat, and he was very serious student. At the age of 11, he had his own school. Can you imagine? In Bangladesh, at Tola. He had his own Tola, in which the boys would attend his classes. So kind of Nimai create a revolution in Navdvip with his beauty and with his scholarship, both. Chaitanya Bhagavat gives the description of Lord's beauty. When he would walk on the road, everybody would be stunned seeing his beauty, his long hairs and his red lips. Somebody would be chewing pan. And his tilak would be so nice, effulgent. And his dress, Caitanya, such wonderful description is given. Where
long hands up to the knee.
Hands, and actually Jiva Goswami says that we say na Sango Pangastra Parshadam. So Astra we generally say Lord came with the Astra of holy name. But Jiva Goswami says no, Lord came with the Astra of beauty. Beauty is the Astra. The beauty, he was, melting the hearts of so many. So that was his Astra. And that way, people would call him and they would offer flower garland and they would offer oil. One who had the scented oil shop, he would call, come and he will massage Lord's whole body with scented oil. And such amazing description is the Chaitanya Bhagavat of Lord Chaitanya's Pauganada Lila. So amazing. So what happens in the Kaishor Lila, we'll see next time. Mainly is how he would argue and counter-argue and prove his point right and prove his own point wrong and again prove his point right and again prove his point wrong. And the person in the front, he will go thoroughly confused. So that's how Nimai was like the topmost of the scholars. And he showed that I was the topmost of the scholar, but I am leaving it all because it has no substance. It cannot satisfy you. What will satisfy is devotional service. And he when the devotees would run away from him, seeing him, because he is such a scholar, he said, one day I will become such a great devotee, that all of you will run behind me. Like that he says. So we'll see that later, how that transformation happens. Okay, so very nice. This Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Lila, amazing. You read again and again. I had read Chaitanya Charitamrita once or twice, but again reading it, there is so much nectar in Chaitanya Charitamrita. You feel like going on reading and discussing. Amazing, na? So this verse, please repeat after me. Chaitanya Charitamrita ye amrite rasindhu.
Chaitanya Charitamrita Amrita Sindhu
Karna mana tripta kare jar ek bindu.
Karna Mana Tripta Hare Jare Eka Bindu.
What is the meaning?
Amrita Bindu, a drop of nectar.
No. Chaitanya Charitamrita ye amrite
Amrita
rasindhu.
Sindhu, an ocean of nectar.
Ocean of nectar.
One drop will satisfy Karna or Man. Means
Yeah.
ear
Even
and
one-
heart.
So you are all happy or not?
Very much,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Your karna mana tripta kare jara ek bindu. We are just
Sure.
discussing on bindu only. What will Sindhu do then? Okay, thank you so much. I have to go.
Hare
Yeah,
Krishna,
and-
Prabhu, please give us 1 minute to express our gratitude. Asmanta Prabhuji, requesting you to offer our
Hare
gratitude.
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Asmanta Prabhu, I think not here.
Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Today I have not given any homework.
Pranam to all devotees. Dandat Pranam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandat Pranams.
Hare Bol.
Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the,
Hare Bol.
as usual, giving us your association and wonderfully describing this chapter of Pauganada Lila. Till